Welcome back, everyone. It's been a while since we did a top 10, and by a while I mean it's been over a year. In this top 10, we will be looking at the best projectile characters in Brawl. Keep in mind that most characters in Brawl don't have more than one projectile, and some don't have any. So there is a smaller group of characters to choose from. Now let's get into the top 10. At number 10 is Lucario. Lucario has one projectile, which is his Aura Ball. This is one of the strongest projectiles in the game. It's a very strong move that can kill when it's charged up. The higher percent damage Lucario is at, the bigger his aura is, and the more damage it does. This makes Lucario a major threat to kill his opponent early, even though he is at a higher percent. He is only at number 10 though, because his aura isn't great when he is at lower percent. At number 9 is Pikachu. Pikachu also has only one projectile, which is his Thunder Jolts. Unlike Lucario's aura, Pikachu's projectile doesn't hold any kill power, but it is one of the easiest projectiles to land. It has great range and Pikachu can fire off multiple Thunder Jolts very quickly. It's great for racking up damage and forces Pikachu's opponents to approach. It's one of the best projectiles in the game and makes Pikachu a top 10 projectile character. At number 8 is Link. Link doesn't have any overpowering projectile, but he is the first character in this top 10 who has multiple projectiles. His bow and arrow isn't a great projectile, but his bomb and tornado are. His tornado comes back to him, so even if it misses his opponent the first time, it can catch them on the way back. Link's bombs detonate when they make contact with the stage or the opponent. They have a large hitbox, making them easy to land. They can also be thrown up into the air, hitting opponents above Link. Those two projectiles are enough to give Link the number 8 spot. At number 7 is Toon Link. Toon Link has almost the exact same projectiles as Link, except instead of a tornado, Toon Link throws a boomerang. It's a very solid projectile that's quick and not easy to avoid. His bow and arrow is probably even more useless than Link's because it shoots out slower and doesn't travel as far. But the reason I have Toon Link over Link is because of his bomb. It has a bigger hitbox, making it easier to land. Link and Toon Link might be even higher on this top 10 if their bombs couldn't inflict damage on themselves. At number 6 is Rob. Rob has two projectiles with his laser and gyro. His laser is very quick and hard to avoid. This laser charges up in between uses. His gyro can also be charged up. Both of these moves are effective but not overpowered, giving Rob a spot near the middle of the top 10. At number 5 is Lucas. Lucas has excellent projectiles with his PK Fire and PK Thunder. His PK Thunder has great range, is easy to control, and is great for ledge guarding. He can also turn this into a kill move by running PK Thunder back into himself, shooting Lucas forward quickly. If the opponent gets hit by that, they're in trouble. At number 4 is Ness. Ness also has PK Thunder and PK Fire. PK Thunder is pretty much the same, but his PK Fire is even better than Lucas's PK Fire. Lucas's PK Fire knocks the opponent back if they get hit by it, but if a character gets hit by Ness's PK Fire, they don't get knocked back. Instead, they get stuck in the fire. This allows Ness to use another move on his opponent while they're stuck in the fire. This move is one of the best projectiles in the game and puts Ness just above Lucas. Now to the top 3 projectile characters in Brawl. And at number 3 is Pit. Pit only has one projectile, but it's definitely one of the best projectiles in the game. It's his arrows. This is the fastest projectile in the game and is the hardest to avoid. Pit can also curve his arrows and can even loop his arrows in the air. He can only shoot one arrow at a time, but he can shoot off more arrows very rapidly. The amazing range and quickness of this projectile makes Pit a top 3 projectile character. At number 2 is Samus. Samus and the character at the number 1 spot are the characters with the most projectiles and the best projectiles. Samus has bombs, a charge shot, rockets, and missiles. Samus's charge shot is extremely strong and Samus's best kill move. Her bombs don't do much damage and take too long to detonate for them to be extremely effective, but it's a pretty safe move for Samus because she turns into a small ball when she does it, and the bombs can't inflict damage to herself like Toon Link and Link's bombs can do to them. Samus's guided rockets and missiles are her best projectile for racking up damage, and are also great to use for ledge guarding. Samus could be the best projectile character in Brawl if it weren't for the number 1 character, who has a good case for being the best projectile character in any Smash game. At number 1, the king of projectiles, Snake. Snake has missiles, rockets, grenades, and even a bazooka. The bazooka is actually his worst projectile. It shoots out guided missiles which can be airdropped by pressing the shield button, but the missiles are pretty slow, especially when trying to curve them. Snake can plant explosives with his Claymore and C4. His up smash shoots off missiles in the air, which is great for ledge guarding, and his grenades could be considered the best projectile in the game. Snake can use up to 2 grenades at once, and can control how far he throws them. Basically, Snake's opponents will be running into explosives the entire match. Snake is just clearly the best projectile character in Brawl, and one of the best characters in the game. I hope you guys enjoyed this top 10. I'm planning on alternating top 10 videos with my tournament videos, while continuing the character analysis and bad matchup episodes. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time, remember, close range fighters are great, but projectiles make them even better. This is Joel Cook saying see you next time.